How are we getting on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. We are back today with another Sunday Sessions video. If you're new to this series, it is basically where we go through the markets and we highlight zones and areas that we believe hold good potential to place profitable positions in. So the gist of this is to help you guys get a better understanding of how we do our analysis and how we look to potentially place these trades, but it also gives you zones and areas that you can look to trade from in the coming week, giving you the ability to obviously profit with the LAGFX team. So if you are new to this series, sit tight and get ready to highlight some zones and areas on your own charts. So the first market that I'm going to be going through today is the Euro USD. As we can see on screen, price has recently broken structure to the downside. This suggests a change of character, so a change of direction and a change of trend. So as we can see, we had previously bullish structure being introduced into this market. I did want to see a reversal take place in or around this supply zone. However, price continued to trade us higher. So we waited patiently for a break of structure to display itself, as this tells us that this current bullish trend has finished and a new bearish trend is underway. So what we did when a break of structure was delivered is we looked within the initial impulsive wave that broke the structure, being this one here. So this entire impulsive wave that traded us lower is the initial impulsive wave that broke the structure, as you can see. So we look within this for any unmitigated last buy to sell candles. In doing so, this will give us an area that we can look to sell from as a longer term thing. So you can see here that I have highlighted a supply zone. This is a valid last buy to sell region. So if you all pause the video now and highlight this zone out for yourself, please do so. So what we are wanting to see here is for price to trail back, correct itself, grab any remaining supply that is left over in this market before it goes on to trade us lower. So what we can expect is for price to, as I say, trade into this zone, then deliver us with a fractal break of structure. What that's doing is basically confirming an end to this initial correction and the start of the next leg taking us lower. From there, we can obviously then look to go short in this market and place those sell positions. So, as I say, I am definitely looking to go short in this market this coming week. We just need to wait for price to penetrate this zone here and display the break of structure, as that confirms the end of this correction, and then we can look to take advantage of the next leg that should take us lower in this market here. Quickly moving over to the XAU USD market, this is a very similar situation. As you can see, we had previous bullish structure being introduced into this market. We took full advantage of those buy positions, 1, 2, and 3 buy positions here over the course of the last 4 weeks. What we have now seen is once price penetrated this higher time frame supply zone, we saw a lot of supply being introduced, which took the market lower. This left us and gave us some supply zones that we could look to potentially trade from, as this break of structure here again has confirmed an end to this corrective wave on the higher time frame scheme and has basically confirmed the next bearish impulsive wave taking us lower. So like with the Euro USD pair, all we want to see now is for price to continue to correct itself, trade us into this supply zone here. In doing so, we can expect more supply to be introduced, flip that supply and demand balance, and then we can look to go short. To get our confirmation, as always, we will wait for a break of structure to be displayed in or around this zone, and then we can obviously jump on board and sell with the majority traders. So again, if you haven't done, pause the video now and highlight this zone out for yourself. It is quite a large zone, I must admit. We are looking at about 90 pips worth of a zone here, but that doesn't mean to say that we can't get a refined entry once we have seen that penetration and the rejection followed by a break of structure on the fractal timeframes. Now moving over to the Great British Pound to the US dollar market. This is the last pair that I'm going to be going over in today's Sunday sessions. As you can see, we are actually currently involved in this market. We placed 2 short positions on this market and we have capitalized quite nicely actually. I think we gained around 8%, maybe a little bit more from one of the positions, and about 11%, 12% from the second position. So you can see here that we got a very refined entry. This was a sell limit, our entry point being just up here, stop loss just above the zone itself that we were looking to trade from. And we also got involved in the initial move lower as well. So you can see that the first position that we placed was here, and then obviously price has come back up, corrected itself, tapping us into this supply zone where we've then traded price lower. What I'm seeing now is price coming back up, Now this could be just to sweep this zone here, just to clear any remaining supply in order to continue pushing price lower. So this may just be the push that we need and the supply we need to flip that balance as a longer term thing, because in all honesty, I don't see any other reason as to why price needs to correct itself. So what we could do here is apply safety measures, moving SL to entry. So if we weren't happy enough to leave the trade running, we could move stop loss to entry. In doing so, obviously our trade would be closed at entry, so we wouldn't lose any any equity from the trade itself. Another safety measure that we can implement is obviously taking partials throughout the position. So this is something that I advise to my clients throughout, is taking partials throughout the position. So when the trade was down here and we were in good profits, we could take a partial, a 50% partial, cashing out on some of the profits, which also alleviate the risk. And then again, we can obviously implement further safety measures, moving SL to entry and things like that. Now with this second position here, with our entry being up here, that means that we are within quite a safe place, and again we can implement those safety measures if need be. But what I have done personally is I've just left the market to do its thing, and I have taken some partials. Worst case scenario, my partials will cover the loss if our stop loss is hit through the open come Monday. But yeah, essentially what I'm wanting to see now is for price to just sweep this zone one last time, and then for price to fully reverse, taking the market lower and trading us lower into this market over the coming months. So in all honesty, when it comes to the Great British Pound to the US dollar market, there isn't any zones or areas that I could highlight. All I can suggest is that we could look to go short, just try and find an execution point, try and find an area or confirmation that is needed in order for you to execute those positions. But ideally, we should be looking to go short. As you can see, the other two pairs that I've gone through today, the EUR USD and the XAU USD, both of those pairs have a quote currency of the US dollar. So there is a similar pattern throughout, and I am wanting to see this continue in the Great British Pound to the US dollar market. Now, this Sunday sessions video has been very quick and very brief. I just wanted to highlight some zones and areas for you all today. Take those away with you, apply them to your own charts, and then hopefully you can profit with us in the coming week. I have been extremely busy over the past 5 days, hence why this video is quite short as well. James has also been away in Lisbon, so he is back. He's just come back today, so we should see him in the next Sunday sessions video. If you guys have any questions, any queries, as always, please leave them in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Now, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next Sunday sessions video.